Hello princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have, well, it's 2022, so you know it must be a complexion video. Yeah, today we have another foundation video. Yeah, calls for confetti and party horns, as we do on this channel when we have a new complexion product. This time we are going to take a look at one that's been long in coming. There's a story. There's always a story. This is the Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Dewy Foundation Drops. I swear these companies create a name that's too long and they add 2 words to it. It's not Vital Skincare Foundation Drops, it's the Vital Skincare Dewy Foundation Drops. The story, and the reason this is such a delayed review, I know I'm usually quicker on the ball. This little guy should have been stamped with every country he visited on the way to me, because this foundation took a month to get to me. And when it got to Sephora, I almost just ordered it from Sephora to return it, but I thought, no, it'll be here today. It'll be here today. It took a month. So this better have been worth it. We are going to, it's freshly applied right now, so you are getting a little sneak preview. And of course we will do a demo. But I am also going to be doing a wear test today. So at the end of this video, you'll see it hopefully anywhere from 4 to 6 hours in. So this comes in 20 shades and is $68. It actually took me a day or two to really purchase it because I wasn't quite sure what shade to get. I sent a picture to the Westman Atelier folks, and I did some research, and everybody seemed to agree that I would be shade 3, which seems to be about right. Now this is a very, I think, light to medium coverage. The company says it's a medium coverage. It promises to be hydrating. It certainly is, and radiant. Boy, that it is. And to cover redness, I would agree. They say a medium finish. I say light to medium. And they also say, and this is the interesting part, this is best with, normal, maybe dry skin. They say this is really not a great coverage or foundation choice for those of you with an oilier complexion. And I will agree with that. While I was putting it on, I was even thinking, my goodness, this is dewy. It's definitely going to slip and slide on your face, especially in the heat, which is pretty hot out right now, and especially if you tend to have kind of an oilier complexion to begin with. So please keep that in mind. And I don't know if I said this, but it has 20 shades. I am shade 3. It has a very, I want to shake it up, but it's kind of tightly packed in there. You can't really hear it shake up too much. Let me just show you what it looks like. It's got a very kind of watery consistency. And makeup artist Gucci Westman, of course behind the Westman Atelier name, does suggest that you apply this much like you would a skincare because of the soothing skincare ingredients contained within it. In other words, though, you can put it on with a sponge or a brush. She actually is all for you putting it on like a skincare or like a serum. Now, during the demo, we will talk about some of the problems that I am running into with so many skincare ingredients packed into our actual makeup when you already have a separate skincare routine. I have been pondering this for quite some time, and I'm seeing it come up more and more in our comments. Are we double doing? Can you never have enough skincare? Or sometimes is it too much? And I reference in the demo the Bobbi Brown What the Foundation, which ended up overloading my skin and breaking me out. I will never forgive it. I don't know. At any rate, let's go to the demo right now, and then we will do a wear test for as many hours as I can get in today. Okay, nothing on my face at all. Let's try this on. I brought over a beauty blender. I'm not really a sponge type of person. I don't usually use sponges to apply makeup, but I thought this might be nice because they say to apply this, I mean, you can use a brush, but they really recommend putting it on like skincare. It doesn't really shake up, but I can't imagine that you shouldn't shake it up. And I know, because I kind of dropped a little bit of it earlier, that it's definitely kind of a drippy type of look. I just feel maybe I'm really becoming a YouTuber. Let me just put this on one side of my face and let's see. I have a dot over there, but let's just pretend I didn't do that. I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't be putting it on with my hands. Let's see what we think. I even put some on the eyelids. Oh, definitely serum-y. I can absolutely already see why Gucci Westman would say that she recommends it for dry to normal skin and not necessarily for those of you with an oilier complexion. I brought over the Beauty Blender because I just thought maybe it would kind of help us. I don't know, it did go on like a serum. Now I mistakenly, so just pretend I didn't do it, have a dot of it right here. But there it is on one side of my face and not on the other. I think I did get the shade pretty well, although I used their help online. Let's just put it on the rest of the face, and then I'll put some other makeup on. Here we go with a sponge, the whole thing. And then I'll put some other makeup on and do a little bit of a wear test. It is definitely glowy. I would not put a glowy primer under this. And it is definitely skincare-y. And I've been talking about this for some time. I'm just going to smooth it like you would skincare. What happens to a skincare routine when you have so much skincare in your makeup? I think so many of us have gone through a decade or more of being really religious, so to speak, about skincare. And now we have all this makeup with skincare. And for instance, the Bobbi Brown What the Foundation, I was doing my morning skincare routine and then putting it on, and therefore I was breaking out after about 3 days because it was like too much skincare. There can be too much of a good thing. And I think this might be hitting on that too, because it feels heavy for being so light, if that makes sense. I'm going to get some other makeup on, and I'll do my intro just with the other makeup on, but then we'll come back right now, this next segment, and we'll give it 4 to 6 hours of wear time, okay? Let's see what we get. Okay, it's been exactly 5 hours. I just checked the clock, and I reapplied the lip product that I'm wearing about 40 minutes ago, but that's the only thing that's been touched up at all. I will say this, throughout the day, I would look into the mirror, and I would kind of have to, smooth. This is not unusual, but just kind of smooth the product here. It would smooth right in and kind of smooth here. It kind of wants to slip and slide a little bit. It's not a bad product by any means. I think it's very pretty. I definitely think it covers redness. Now, I've been avoiding other reviews of this, and it's been a long time coming because this thing went around the world probably twice on the back of a snail, so it's taken it some time. Definitely not a foundation for those of you with oily skin. If you have super dry skin, and I have some of you that tell me your skin is so dry it will actually peel, then you will love this. You really will, because it's going to slip and slide. It's not going to find any dry spots and cling to it, and that's really nice. For this kind of a dewy light foundation, I think I actually prefer this one, the Kaiser Weiss one. I think that one's a little bit better, and it smells like hazelnut. So it's always about the food for me. So I'm looking at it here and sniffing it on my hand. Let me just compare it. I put some of that on my hand, the Kaiser Weiss, and this one's going to be a little bit runnier. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell the difference. This one stays put a little bit more. They kind of remind me of each other. This one definitely slips around, so you've got to fix it, but it fixes pretty easily. It's certainly a pretty look. It's definitely a dewy look. I would save this for winter when I was feeling a little bit drier. It's soothing, and it's really nice, but it does slip and slide. Might be a super pretty base. If you really wanted a full coverage foundation, this might be a really pretty base under, say, like the Dior Forever Matte or any other sort of matte fuller coverage foundation. That might make it really pretty. On its own, I found it a tad bit fussy, but it's very nice. The problem is when we're talking these serum-like foundations, there's just so many of them, and they're all really, really good that simply, because it's not the absolute best, it's just moving down, because I have so many that are the absolute best that are competing for that title that if this is second place almost becomes very distant, if that makes sense, because there's so many in number one. Plus, it's a pricey little thing. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, it's $68. For $68, I think you could get something a little more reliable. It's very pretty. If you have a brand loyalty and you love the brand, you might really, really like it. I'm off and on with this brand. I'm not always entirely impressed by it, though I'm always impressed by Gucci Westman. of course. I'm not always impressed by everything that comes out from the brand. So this one, I'm going to give an okay review. You love the brand, you'll probably like it. You have super dry skin, give it a try. You're just looking for a really nice kind of light to medium coverage with a little bit of dewiness. I think even the Urban Decay Hydro would work better, or a few of the Tarte serums, you know, might work better. This is okay. For the price, you can do better. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Look, it's been forever as this thing winded its way across the world to me. So many of you have tried this. Let me know what you think. I'm not panning it. I mean, it looks really pretty on the skin, and finally my shade choice was good too. I will certainly use it and wear it. I just can't say it's my absolute favorite. So I'd like to know what you guys think in our community out there, as so many of you have tried this, and many of you have been asking me about it too. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel. Helps me get the word out so we can speak to more and more people. Would love, and a huge thanks to everybody who donates to the channel with super thanks below. I very much appreciate it. It all goes back into buying stuff for review, because, you know, I got to get it all right. So I appreciate that. And don't forget, we do have a membership now where you can hit the join button or the join link and get behind the scenes and special lives and fun stuff like that. Hope to see you all over on TikTok, where I'm going to be doing other looks with so many of the eyeshadow and face palettes that we do, and Instagram for swatches. So much good stuff. And of course, I hope to see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.